All right, y'all. Welcome back to Global Soul. I'm so happy you came back to join me. And if it's your first time, I hope you stay with me. Today, we are going to make a banana pudding cake. This is my first time making it. I'm really excited. Couldn't tell you what it's supposed to taste like, except what's in my head. But we're going to try it and see how we make out. I'm so excited. So let's get going. So first thing we're going to do, here's our ingredients. Half and half, heavy cream, which I'm going to stick in the freezer. Vanilla pudding, banana cream pudding, 4 eggs, sweet milk, whole milk, butter, bananas, cookies, and we're going to crush these cookies. A baking pan, just a dish for our trash, a bowl, a mixer, a spatula. So let's get cracking. We're just going to follow the cake directions. This is supposed to be kind of like a really easy cake. You know, it's summertime. You want to make, you know, you have cookouts. You want to make a quick dessert. You want to pretend like you spent all day in the kitchen. Something looking pretty and nice and tasting good. So that's kind of how, this is where we're going with this. But it's a box cake. And drop something in there. So in the cake, we're just going to go by the directions, which is 4 eggs, 3, 4 eggs. I'm going to stick like, I'm just going to stick a little bit of this vanilla pudding, only because it makes it nice and so what's that, like a tablespoon, about a tablespoon of this, just to make it nice and moist. I don't know, it just does something to elevate the cake. We're going to stick this butter in here. It's pretty soft. It says melted, but I'm going to use milk instead of water. I'm just going to stick that in there. Stick that in there. And my oven is preheated to 350. And we're just going to use one of these foil pans that I sprayed with the pan baking spray. And you know what, guys? I'm going to use 1.5 sticks of butter. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here only because the oil makes the cake moist. So, I know it says a half a stick of butter, basically a stick of butter. But I'm going to put a little oil in there. But the cake does not call for that, so you have to do what you feel. But that's what I'm going to do. Ooh. And this is making a mess already, so wait a minute. I got to figure this whole situation out because this is a mess. So what I'm going to take is this clean towel. I'm just going to put it over here like this just a little bit so it can't spray everywhere and go like that. I know y'all can see. But this is not actually a mixing bowl. I don't know where in the world my clear mixing bowl, and I have 1,000,001 stainless steel bowls, but I didn't think you guys could see in a stainless steel bowl. So I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to take it. Ooh, child, that banana cake smells good. Oh, my goodness. You really can smell the banana in this. Child. I was a little suspect about this banana cake, but this smells good. Okay, let me keep mixing. Mix this up. get nice and fluffy, like when these crusts get fluffy, that's when I stop mixing. It's a box cake. You don't want to over mix it. All right, here we go. Easy peasy. So all we're gonna do, it goes right there. We're gonna take this, and we're just gonna put this in here, just like that. You see that? You see that? All right. It smells, it really is nice and banana-y. Okay. Let's see. Let's go smooth it out like that. Let's see. Okay. All right, guys. So this is what we have. I'm going to put this in the oven, 350 for about, I'm going to say 25 minutes. I'm going to check it after 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. We'll see. Okay, y'all. So here's the cake. Everything, the cake's nice and done. And so now we're going to make the pudding for the cake. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go with this vanilla pudding. I'm going to put a little bit of this banana cream, just a little bit. It's supposed to be a box. 2 cups, a half and half. 1. Little less than 2. Only because I'm going to put this sweet milk in it. I'm going to put this sweet milk in it. I'm going to get all of that out. As much as you can. And then we're going to mix it up till it's nice. Kind of thick. Here we go again, y'all. You know what? I'm not going to do the same thing. Hold on. I'm just going to use my bowl. And ta-da! Hopefully y'all can see in this mixing bowl like this. Let me see. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this for a little bit so it gets nice and thick. I need to get my dish because this is making a mess. Y'all see this? It's starting to thicken up like pudding. That's what we want. We want it to get nice and thick, just like we would pudding. And see, when it starts to get that little resistance, that's how you know it's like really done. Because it's getting hard to stir. And as it sits, it's gonna sit up. See that? We want a little bit more. Just a little bit. shaking as it sits. So I'm not going to do it any more than that. Now, what I'm about to do is take this cake. I am going to take like a half a cup of this. Okay? And the rest, I'm going to mix this Cool Whip in just like that. And I'm going to hand mix that, okay? Just like that. I just want to get those big lumps of Cool Whip back. You don't want those big lumps of Cool Whip in there. But you just want to do it just like that. Like mash and turn kind of action. Like that. You see that? Just mash that little Cool Whip in. Because it's basically melted. And you want to just let it sit for a second. Okay, y'all. So this is what I have. I have a straw. And I'm just going to take the straw and do just like that. Just a few holes. And we're going to take this drizzle that we made. One more hole. See, I'm about to overdo it. We're just going to drizzle it in these holes. Y'all, let this sit in these holes and drip down in here. You see that? Got a little bit more, so I'll make another hole. I'm going to do it just like that. I'm going to take this just like this and just like that. So we're going to let this sit up like maybe about 15 minutes. I think I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and just let it cool off some. And I put our banana pudding mixture in the refrigerator so it can just set up to go on here. And the next thing we're going to make is our whipped cream. All right, y'all, we have our bowl, and I put it in the freezer so it get nice and cold. And our whipped cream is nice and cold, our heavy cream. So just gonna take and put, let's see, you can see our heavy cream right into this bowl. Get all of this out of here. I put this in the freezer so it'll be nice and cold, because that's the key to making good whipped cream. You really want it to be nice and cold. And so we're going to take that. I'm going to do, because everything is so sweet, I don't want this over sweetened. I really don't. So I'm thinking 1 tablespoon. This is not level. 2 heaping tablespoons. Let's see how that goes. on. You know what? I think we're going to need a little bit more whipping cream. So let's see, how many ounces was that? This was a pint. So we might need a little bit more than a pint. Just like a pint and a quarter cup. I want to make sure I have enough. And we're going to mix this until it gets nice and stiff. So excited about this cake. I don't know. I can kind of taste it in my head. And I was trying to figure out how am I going to layer it? Like bananas, then the pudding, or the pudding, then the bananas, and then a cookie. I'm like, you know, what am I going to do? So I think I have it figured out, but I'm just going to play it by ear. And that's what it's all about. Just do what you feel like works for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do. Because like I said, I've never made it. I've never eaten it. I've eaten banana pudding way too many times to count though. So guess what? You know what I'm talking about. And see how it starts to get nice and thick? And when it sticks to the beaters, that's how you know it's ready. Let's see. Almost, guys. This will turn into butter. See? That's how we want it. Nice and stiff. I'm going to take that off like that. And just like that. Now we're going to take this cake right here. And I'm going to put this back in the freezer just so it'll stay nice and set up while we're doing this. All right, y'all. That's the part. We're just gonna take this banana. I don't like thick pieces. Some people like thick pieces, some people don't. I'm not a fan of real thick pieces of banana on my banana pudding. But if you like those thick pieces of banana, that's what you do. Go ahead and do you, honey. But me, I like a nice thin layer, just like so. See? Just like that. I'm just going to put it just like that all over the cake. Okay, now y'all know this is going to be a refrigerator cake, right? Because we have this banana, we have this whipped cream, we have heavy cream. This is a cake you have to sit in the refrigerator. Don't leave this cake out and, you know, think you're doing something. Don't do that, okay? Make sure you put it in the refrigerator, y'all. You know, sometimes we start to cooking, especially when we cooking out for everybody, and, you know, get to moving fast and forget. Try to remember to put this in the refrigerator. All right, so we have the banana. So I think next thing I'm going to do is put the pudding on. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the pudding on. Y'all, I'm going to use this spatula because this is my favorite spatula. I was using that red spatula because, you know, you don't want people talking about you. But this is my favorite spatula, and this is what I'm going to use. You could tell it's my favorite. So, we're going to layer it with the banana pudding that we made earlier. With that banana, the Cool Whip and the cream. Sweet milk. We're just going to do like that. We're going to put a nice thick layer like you would just make a banana pudding. We don't want to be all no skinny, skimpy layer. You want a nice, thick, fat layer. Taste that pudding. You know what I'm saying? You want no skimpy layer. Ooh, y'all, this looks so good. And I tasted this mixture. Ooh, child, it's so nice and creamy and so good. It's so rich with that sweet milk and that, half and half. Ooh, child. So there we go with that. And then I took a thick layer of this too. So what I did was, it was one box of Nilla wafers, the real Nilla, Nilla, the yellow box, and I split it in half. So half is going to stay like this and half I crushed up, okay? And this is going to give it a whole nother texture right here. And then I'm going to let this sit up a little bit in the freezer. And then we're going to put our whipped cream on it and the rest of our wafers on top. All right, y'all. So you with me? We got our cake at the bottom. Then we stuck holes in it and we put that warm pudding on it just to drip on inside, get it all nice and gooey. And then we made our banana pudding mixture, this with our whipped cream, our nice and creamy and whippy and all that stuff. Then we have our layer of cookies. Now we're going to let this sit in the freezer just for a little bit to set up before we put our whipped cream on it, and then we're going to top it with the whole cookies. All right, I'll be back. All right, y'all. So this is the last little part we're going to do. And see this? I took like a tablespoon of this and I put it in the whipped cream just to give it that little extra banana oomph. And we're going to be a little gentle with this because I don't want to disturb the cookie crumbs. I'm just going to do it like this. Real gentle like. Okay. If I can. I'm going to try. Just push down like that. Make sure y'all wash your hands when you do this. Well, you should wash your hands, period, but this is going to be a mess. I see it right now. So we could have set up a little bit more, I guess. That's okay. We got a lot of it to work with. And that's a plus, right? Because you want it nice and kind of thick layer to put the cookies on as well. But, see, got a nice thick layer. I'm just going to take my time with this. So I don't want to mess up my cookie layer. You know what I'm saying? Just take your time. Take it and smooth it out. Push it down a little bit. Smooth it. Get to the edge. Just put a little bit more. We don't want to slap in there, y'all, okay? Just put a little bit more at the edge. Just like that. Oh, this looks so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Tighten up the edges a little bit. Y'all see how it is? Get that little edge right there. Now, you can pipe this on here as well. If you have a piping bag, I mean, you know, if you know how to do all that stuff. I'm not good with that. I have to, you know, have to get better with it. It's just not my thing. So, all right, I think that's good. Now, let me just get a napkin and clean up this edge a little bit. Now, I think I'm going to do it like this. I think I'm going to stand up. These cookies are just like. So. See, going in so nice and pretty. Ooh. All right. Okay. Okay, I think that is good. Oh, I think that is beautiful. I am pleased. Let me see. Now you know that's fat. Trying to figure out where to get the, it's like full of cookies. Trying to figure out where to get the rest of the cookies. But you know I'm gonna do it, right? And there we go. Our banana pudding cake. So I'm gonna let this sit in the refrigerator for a while. And then I will cut it and we can really see. We can really see what it's hitting for. I'm gonna lay these down just a little bit so we can put them in the refrigerator. Okay, and there we go, our banana pudding. I'm so excited to taste it. All right, y'all, so this is the results. And can you see the, I don't know if you can see it, but see the pudding right here inside the cake where we stuck the holes in it. And then you have the layer of the banana pudding.